show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures each and every day of the work week. I see the multi-talented audience members lining up. Thank you. Lining up. There's 3 making a comment. One of them is Patrick, who I think is in South Carolina. Patrick is just a shit stir over on my old show's subreddit. He's been like going out of his way to get these people all in a tizzy over there, working in the name of your old pal Eric Zane. And it's driving these people bonkers. Oh my God. There was a discussion on there about, I guess, the young lady Kelly wasn't there yesterday. And so somebody made a post about that. It might even be deleted now. But he said, "Oh yeah, it was another great show on the Eric Zane Show podcast today." He went out of his way to bring it up, something that has nothing to do with me. Oh no. And that just they're the steam shooting out of their ears, how easily they get wound up. So much so that the people who run the site are like, "All right, we have created a rule. If you violate said rule, you will be dismissed." And then he's just fucking with them. And they take the bait. Oh my God, do they take the bait? Man. And so I go, I'm thinking to myself, this guy's going to get, hey Josh, how are you? He's going to get, what do you call it? Ban. You're going to get a banning. If you, even what I had suggested to you yesterday in that email, I don't even know if that's going to work. I think you've burned really hot and bright, but you may be about to get shown the door. Oh, man. Tyler says you're going to get ban-axed. It's going around. We will have a Ben and Eric Patreon podcast tonight. Josh, I think that's your name, Smith J132. No, we didn't have it last night. We're going to do it tonight. Do me a favor just so I get it right, because I forget what happened last week. Send me an email so that I can, and then write it, hey, add me to the list. If you're new to Patreon and you want to be in on the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, I'm going to go ahead and take all of the new people who've signed up and send off an email so you can join us on the show. I don't yet have the free trial people to be able to join us on that. They actually have to have been charged on their account to be officially a member of the Patreon. So I don't know if I'll be able to invite them. If I can swing it, I will. I don't care. The more the merrier. I'd like you all to be able to get a real taste of a full week of the Patreon features that are there, which I tell you what, that free trial has really been productive. I cannot believe it's taken them this long to come up with that. A lot of times you'll see, things like this, content, where they have that. And it's taken years for them to come up with that. And I've been dying for them to have that, because I did it in my own way, but it wasn't nearly as effective. I would post on the free platform bits and pieces of things that happen on the show in hopes to generate someone to sign up. And my big thing was try it for a month. It's you're only out $5 or $10, and that's a little weird because you're asking people to give money. And And then if they don't like it, then they don't like it. Then they're out the $5 or $10. The idea of giving them a free 7 days for them to actually try without any money leaving their pocket is an absolute game changer. And I mean, obviously not everybody is going to like it, but you know, if even a few do, I've gotten like a dozen people who've signed up for the free one for the 7 days. You're encouraged to do that. I totally applaud you. And it's very easy to get out of it if you want to cancel. Broken-hearted yesterday. One of my doves is dead. All right. These two doves have been hanging out over by the bird feeder. This is such an old man thing to do, but it's just fantastic. And now the dove is dead. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And, oh, my, it was such a bummer to find her. Dead dove on the front lawn. I thought so. Amanda says that's not a good sign. I think you're right. I think if a dove is dead, you know what's interesting is isn't like a dove the sign of, if you add up all the things, like yesterday I interviewed the dude from the Satanic Temple, Bender Bones. So interview Bender Bones, dead dove on the front lawn. Sounds like the plot of a Hitchcock movie or some shit. Oh, no! All right, so I'm saying it, and I'm getting out in front of it now. Something fucked up happens to me, like the movie The Omen. Remember that one? Damien? A little fucker. Bear in mind this moment right now. Amanda should get 10 minutes for this joke. The bird of peace is the dove. The bird of wisdom is the owl. And the bird of sex is the swallow. Shut up. Amy asks, can Bender Bones, the Reverend Bender Bones from the Satanic Temple of West Michigan, can Bender Bones join the Patreon tonight? I got more than one person saying how attractive Bender Bones is. That they think he's just a handsome, he's literally a handsome, get it, devil? Uh-huh. I got the impression, though, that Bender may be of penis consumption. He may be a penis consumer of the penis consumer persuasion. He might be gay. I don't know. My gaydar was going off. There was a little, I mean, I love the guy. He's great. But he's a little bit of a lispy, wispy gay talker. You ever just get the urge when you're in the presence of a lispy, wispy gay talker to say, hey, you sound like a gay. Are you gay? I want to know. Linda says her gaydar did not go off. Maureen's did slightly. It was the style of talking. It's just that. I love the guy. He's probably going to hate me now after that crack. You see, I'm gun shy now. I'm gun shy to make a joke because I'm afraid somebody's going to rage out at me. Tyler says his gaydar was going off. Bender Bones. Is that a PA prank name? And by the way, Bender spells it Bendr. But he was, it was great. Enjoyed him. Chris says his gaydar went off listening to him at the committee meeting, but not so much in the interview. Amanda says, ask a gay that can smell their own. Ryan says the same thing. Since the gaydar, the commission meeting, but not in my interview. Linda says, I think he's just theatrical. We need to get one of our famous gay audience members, Kyle Ryan, who's usually in here with us, to weigh in on the gayness. Anyway, he was great. I enjoyed having him on there. I actually got an interesting email from someone who had something to say about it. Let's see here. Pardon me. I should have had this ready to go. Damn it. Chris. No, it wasn't Chris. Fuck, I'm an asshole. Think I fucked this up. I'll have to come back to it. It was he was talking about having the balls to interview him. And he wrote, you're Catholic, and I'm Catholic. I'm like, well, yeah, Catholic, but I'm not practicing anymore. I don't know if I can still call. I think I'm always a Catholic, but I'm not going to Catholic Mass anymore, in case people are just tuning in after a certain amount of time away. I had a bit of a falling out with the church. Nothing direct. I was kind of like, wait a minute. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I can stick my head in the sand on this anymore. Some equality issues. How come some people are allowed to get married, but others are not? That was the big thing. Maureen says, no wonder those pearl clutchers were so upset. A gay devil was in their midst. I got a dog wandering around. Got to be careful she doesn't pee. She's been doing that lately. Vet appointment yesterday for Darla. 2 weeks ago, she was 13.4 pounds. Yesterday, she's 21.4. Oh, my. Yes, she is absolutely growing quickly. The vet, okay, you get the checkup, and then they go, all right, now I have to go and show her off to all of the employees because she's such a popular dog. Bulldog puppy. Any puppy that comes through there, they have to, show it around. And she's not she's still a puppy. So there's that. If she were an adult dog, nobody would give a fuck. I think if in bracketology, if you had to go puppy, hold on a second, puppy versus baby, puppy wins every time. Puppies are way cuter than babies. Oh, come here. I'd take a puppy any day. Yeah, fuck babies. Don't use that line against me. Babies can fuck off when it comes to puppies. I mean, I love babies, but puppies are superior cuteness. It's not even close. I would take a kitten over a baby. Now, when babies are first born, just like Ryan says, most babies are alien and gross. When they're first born, they're hideous. They're disgusting creatures. They just look like shit. All babies, when they're first born, look like fuck. Weeks later, when the swelling goes down and the Ute cream is long since gone, I mean, then they're reasonably cute. But they still don't do anything really cute. You know, it's still a long time before they start to see you and smile. Yeah, they're fucked up. Crazy Ashley says, was it Seinfeld with the ugly baby episode? I think so. I don't remember a bit of Seinfeld. For the longest time, I thought I'd never watched that show. But then on the latest edition of Who Are These Zanes, I indicated that I did remember Seinfeld because I recited an episode to Joe from Joe and the Poor Boy. Chris from Buffalo says, and everybody on Facebook is like, oh my God, your baby's so cute. Yeah, it's not. Your baby's not cute. It's fantastic that the baby is there. But no, not cute at all. There's no such thing as a cute baby. Miracle, so sweet, fantastic. These are all alternative words you can use, but not adorable, cute, attractive, human-like. These are words that you cannot use. Tyler says, I don't know, my baby is pretty damn cute. Yeah, now, but when the kid is first born, like day of, you're like, oh, God, get this fucking thing out of here. And besides, you're a dad. All parents think that their actual kids are cute. But the doctor is like, oh, God, this is fucking bad. All right. So we did the follow-up on our Satanist, Satanic Temple, which, you know, what's interesting is the Satanic Temple, they haven't been around long. The one thing I have trouble wrapping my mind around is how they don't believe in Satan and don't believe in evil, yet they're called the Satanic Temple. That would be like the Church of Christ not believing in good and not believing in Jesus. I can't, I'm trying to connect the dots in my brain as best that I can, and I still am struggling with that. What's the point? And he explained it, but I think the words bounced off me a little. I'll have to go back and break it down again because we did cover that, but I'm still not sure what the fuck he was talking about. The Queen of the Forest is leaving me again. She, for extended time, every year this happens. The school year ends tomorrow. She's not even going to work for the last day of school. She is leaving with various students and teachers for the East Coast trip. Now, this is a wonderful opportunity for her to have an affair with like one of the other chaperones or teachers. She is completely gone and, you know, staying in hotels in various different tourist places across the East Coast for the students. Students save up their pennies. They sign up for the East Coast trip. They go by bus. They drive through Canada. They stop in Niagara Falls. Oh, yeah, that's great. Diana, that's day one of the affair. And then they go to, I don't know, I think it's Gettysburg. On the battlefield, affair continues. And then the next stop is, I don't know, I think Philadelphia, see the Liberty Bell. Affair continues. Fenway Park, you go to, and then New York City, you go see the 9/11 memorial, the waterfalls, whatever, you know, all that stuff. And what a thing though for the kids. I mean, for me, when I was growing up, we never had anything like that. The most elaborate thing I ever remember when I was going to school was like to the local cider mill for a field trip. Or the Henry Ford Museum, which to a child sucks. Greenfield Village, Henry Ford Museum. You know, I mean, my God, you got the history of what Ford did in the automobile industry. That's fucking fantastic if you're an old cock. But if you're a kid, you're looking around and go, what the fuck is this? Maybe go to Boblo Island. See what I did there? I took Boblo and maybe to make Mabley. Boblo Island. Oh, my God. It's a Detroit amusement park. You go to a dock. You get on this fucking boat. And then you go to this island where there's all sorts of shitty amusement park rides. Terrible. Now defunct. Belly Up. So I guess Boblo wasn't so bad when you're a kid. It's a hell of a lot better than the Henry Ford Museum when you're a kid. Now these fuckers are driving all across the East Coast. Getting into God knows what. So she is the chaperone. And every year, she's like, that's it. I'm not doing it again. I go, yeah. Seriously, school year's over. What? Stay home. As a parapro, an extension of the teacher, you should enjoy the 3-month vacation that the teachers get. As we all know, if you're a teacher, what you do is you work 8 or 9 months a year and then claim that you don't make any money. You bitch and moan with the $65,000 a year you make for 8 months of work. What does that work out to? 65,000 divided by 8. So $8,125 a month. If that worked out to 12 months, that's $97,500. So, boy, I don't know how they can make it. Why don't you take those 3 or 4 months you have off and, I don't know, if you're so worried about the money, maybe work during those 3 or 4 months like the rest of the world does? Or, I don't know, dip your toes in the water, poolside, go on East Coast trips, and have random sex with other chaperones. Notice that I keep saying other chaperones. They got to keep this legal. Leave your husband to wash the ass of the NFK. Awesome. While that's all going on, which, by the way, this is the trip that my son went on when he was in school. And 2 big mysteries of the universe. He walked into the, what do you call it? Gettysburg. It's this, Gettysburg was Revolutionary War? Civil War? I don't remember. I do this every year at this time. Battle of Gettysburg. Yeah, that was a Revolutionary War battle. Fought July 1 through the 3rd, 1863. You go there in the Battle of Gettysburg. Casualties and losses, by the way. Wait, did I say Revolutionary War? I meant Civil War. What an asshole. It's embarrassing. So you got the Union and the Confederate States in this battle. What a bloodbath. In 3 days, the Union lost 23,000 dudes, and the Confederates lost between 23,000 and 28,000. Can you imagine the cleanup at that battlefield when that went on? I don't know how much ground was covered in the battlefield. I mean, I don't know the actual acreage. But you got 50,000 dead guys between 2.5 to 3 days. That's intensely horrific. So the school kids go to the battlefield, and there's a gift shop. Why at the Gettysburg gift shop? Why do they have a replica Hitler Youth dagger? I'll never know, but they did, or they do. I don't know if they still sell it. But my son, third question, why is my son, Jim, interested in a Hitler Youth dagger on a school trip at the Gettysburg gift shop? None of those things fit. Where do we start? Let's start with at a school event. Why is my son walking onto the bus with a Hitler Youth dagger? How did that even happen? Now, I do know for a fact that the guy in charge, the teacher in charge, his name is Kevin. I still bust his balls about this to this day. He still is in charge of the trip with the Queen of the Forest. He was aware that Jim bought the Hitler Youth dagger and walked it onto the bus. Now, this was probably 2011, maybe 2012. We are well into, if you even think about a weapon in school, you're suspended for life. Let alone buying one and bringing it onto a bus. A weapon. A Hitler. It had a swastika on it. A replica of a Hitler Youth dagger. My son goes, that looks fun. Purchased it at the Gettysburg gift shop and brought it onto the school bus. Was going, hey, guys, look what I got. They're passing it around the fucking bus. And Kevin's going, oh, yeah, that's something. How the fuck did you do that? And to this day, I discuss this story like I am now. And then it gets back to him. And now he's like of the, that again. It's like, no, not, oh, that again. If you do that, you should be saying, yeah, to this day, I'm sorry, and I still cannot believe that happened. That was such a mistake. He's lucky he didn't get shit canned for that deal. I think I put him on the air for it. Oh, my God. I don't know how that one slipped through the cracks. I love the guy, but that was fucked. And then there's the idea of why would they why are they selling that? It's not even the right timeline. I mean, there's a Civil War battle, 1863. We're still almost 90 years, 80 years, right? 70, 80, about 80 years away, less than, between 70 and 80 years away from World War II, before the Nazis started to take over the world. Why the fuck? What's the context there? I'll never understand that. This is a great mystery. And then my son taking an interest in it. So many questions. This was so fucked up that when they have the meeting for this, for all the chaperones like Diana, they say, all right, you guys make sure you have lots of sex with each other. You got a free pass. No one will know. What happens on the trip stays on the trip. And for the love of God, do not allow any Hitler Youth daggers to be purchased, because we all know what happened. They like reference me. Too late. Damage done. For the rest of your teaching days, this will be a prominent fixture type story. Tyler says, where is the dagger now? Unknown. Tyler adds he was too distracted slipping his dagger to the other chaperones. Chris in Maine writes, ever see A Million Ways to Die in the West? Seth MacFarlane's line, people don't smile in photos because they were poor and miserable. Makes me wonder how much the Civil War soldiers worried about dying. That's random. Radio voice Linda says, my ex-husband was an extra in the Gettysburg movie. I don't even know that there was a Gettysburg movie. Oh, All right. Well, so that means EZ. I'm as always very, very busy. But that means that while she's away for some reason, I always like really focus on trying to clean up this disaster of a house with shit everywhere. Right now, there's two things that we are at an all-time high for in the Eric Zane Show podcast household: clutter and overgrowth of vegetation. You ever see those movies, or not movies, online? You can see things like how quickly vegetation overtakes an abandoned home. I think I'm like halfway there. I have such a date with a jug of Roundup. It's absurd. It's the weeds are so out of control in the backyard that I might be better off using the weed eater to knock them down, because I'll use an entire jug of Roundup on just one weed. Amanda says, don't use it. A Roundup kills grandparents. I'm not interested in any of that. I don't care about that. And you see, remember that guy, he doused his hand in Roundup and then he got sick? I was like, well, yeah, I'm not going to douse my hand in Roundup, though. I wear gloves. People are like, oh, yeah, Roundup's bad. Yeah, no shit, it's bad. You ever see what it does to weeds? Of course it's bad. You know what else is bad? Gas. I don't drink that. Roundup rules. I don't give a fuck what it does. I don't give a shit if I breathe too much of it, it's going to kill me. It's legendary. I need more. I love Roundup. Remember that a couple years ago when everyone's like, oh, Roundup, oh my God. Corey says that one guy refused to drink the Roundup. What a pussy. It was the guy, I think it was the guy who made Roundup. Like the guy who made Roundup, they said, yeah, this causes cancer. And he says, no, it doesn't. It's safe enough to drink. And they said, no, it's not. If it is, drink it. And I'm like, what a failure on this guy's part. I mean, of course it's not safe enough to drink. Why would you say that? You can't lie and say, yeah, it's safe enough to drink while you're holding a glass of it. And they go, drink it. And he goes, no. You gotta be honest with these people. If this gets on your skin, you'll die. That's what you need to say. All right, does that bother you? No. It means be careful. It means read the label and spray it on things that you want to die. Idiot. Ryan writes, why would you drink Roundup? Bunch of stupid fucks. And of course I'm not going to. Am I going to drink a fucking gallon of oil, too? Hey, yeah, it lubricates my car. Yeah, but it causes cancer. So what? Is it safe to drink? No. No, it's not safe to drink, you fucking idiot. I ought to kick your ass for asking such a stupid question. Fuck you. And then, okay, this is the weekend for your old pal Easy. Friday, take care of Jackie's dog. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I forget. I got to go over there and take care of Cece. Saturday, Berlin Raceway. Come see me. BerlinRaceway.com for tickets. Faith and Family Night. I'm bringing Bender Bones. I'm kidding. Go to the races. Let out Cece. Saturday. Wait a minute. Sunday. Take care of Cece. Sunday afternoon, 1 to 4. Locks for Rock with King's Room Barbershop. Their Northland Drive location. 1 to 4. There's going to be bands playing there. I'll be there emceeing. People with long hair get their hair cut, and then they donate the hair to a Michigan company, Wigs for Kids, I think it's called, that free of charge makes the wigs and then gives them to kids that are going through various types of treatments for cancer that causes them to lose their hair. So, I mean, that's an incredible charity. So if you got long hair, donate it. All right? That'll be on Sunday. All in between that, though, I'm like cleaning the house, mowing the lawn. That's the other thing. My lawn is so long. The neighbors hate me. It's so bad. I mean, and I live in between the president and the treasurer of the homeowners association, and I'm breaking every rule known to man. This fucking massive RV was in the driveway for like way too long. You're only supposed to keep it in there for like 48 hours. I always double that. Yesterday, I finally got it out of the driveway and took it back to where it's supposed to be. And then all that does, though, is reveals the jungle-like grass. It's so long that when the grass gets so long, it seeds, like like little seeds get on the end of each blade. It's like a harvest, you know? It's like a wheat field. I'm going to mow it, and then I can roll it up into those big, giant things of hay and, like, sell it. I've actually got a yield in the front and backyard. It's so bad. You start the mower, you move 1 inch, empty the bag. People are like, yeah, what are you doing? You're supposed to mulch it. I'm like, fuck you. You ever see a fucking idiot who mulches his lawn? And there's clumps of shit everywhere, and it smells like fuck, and then it dies. It's brown. It's terrible. No, you put that shit in the bag, and you throw it away. It's bad for the environment. Fuck you. It looks like shit. Use Roundup. Bag the clippings. That's what I say. All right. For those of you that are watching the show on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, it is time to say goodbye. If you want the rest of the show, you can get it on Twitch. Twitch.tv / Eric Zane Live, or download the Twitch app and then just search Eric Zane Live. Off you go. You can listen to the audio podcast on your favorite platform. In fact, I definitely recommend, whether you listen to it or not, subscribing on whatever platform you want. That helps your old pal Easy. Follow me on all the usual spots: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and as I said, Twitch as well. If you ever want to say hello, send me an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com, on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. And what else? That's about it. Oh, and Patreon is a free 7-day trial. As I mentioned, patreon.com / Eric Zane. Sign up for a free 7 days. You do need to put a form of payment on there, because if you wait 1 second longer than the 7 days, you will be charged. Getting out in front of that so you know. Patreon.com / Eric Zane. Otherwise, thank you.